Jesse, what's going on? Are you okay?
Yeah, Coach. I just need a minute. My legs feel like Jell-O. Not so long ago, I'd be out there with my teammates. Heck, I'd be leading the charge. But now there are days I can barely keep up.
Is that fish? Why'd your parents give you fish? My mom's out of town, and my dad packed my lunch. Cake and soda. I love it when Dad's in charge.
You know what else I was able to do not so long ago? Eat whatever I wanted. Now, I'm on some special diet. Sophia, Maxie, Princess Skittish, Lightning, Spidey, Thunder, Alfie, I feel like you're the only ones I can talk to sometimes. Ever since I found out I have Pompe disease, everything has changed. And I don't know how to explain it to my friends. Because I can't even explain it to myself. Whoa! Pomp! Abacus! What's going on?
I heard it through the grapevine, and by grapevine, I mean long-distance communication satellites that you need help understanding Pompe disease. Pompe disease is tricky, and even I, the handsome, awesome, super popular, and always smelling good superhero that I am, know when I need backup. Which is why I brought in Shaylee. She has Pompe disease too. Shaylee, meet Jesse. Jesse, meet Shaylee.
Hey Jesse, nice to meet you. I've been living with Pompe disease for a while. I understand what you're going through, and I know it can all be scary and confusing. But don't worry, we're going to help you understand it.
Awesome! My pet rats are great at listening to my problems, but not so great at fixing them.
The best place to learn about a problem in the body is, well, in the body. Which is why we're heading to the only planet in the universe that works and looks just like the human body, Mediland.
Teleporter initiated.
Inside Mediland.
Pompe disease is a problem with your cells, and as you can see, the body is made up of millions of cells.
Whoa!
I'll see your woe and raise you a wowza.
Historical fact incoming. Pompe disease was named after the Dutch doctor who discovered it, J.C. Pompe.
So let's start with some basics. Pompe disease is also called glycogen storage disease type 2 and is part of a family of diseases called lysosomal storage disorders. But to know what any of that means, we need to go inside a cell. Come on!
Travel inside a giant cell? You don't have to ask me twice.
Honestly, that's not something I ever thought I'd be asked once.
Inside a cell.
Welcome to the inside of a cell. What's cool about cells is that they have all these different machines inside them that work hard to keep you healthy.
Cells are, how do I say this politely, way messier than I thought they'd be.
Hey, I like it.
Note, this substance is glycogen, which is your body's stored form of glucose.
Ugh, I would not want to have to clean this place.
Luckily, you don't have to. That's where this guy comes in. Say hi to a lysosome. Lysosomes are tiny robots inside your cells that have enzymes in them. The enzyme we're going to talk about is acid alpha-glucosidase, also known as GAA.
I like the look of this guy.
GAA breaks down the glycogen and recycles it, turning it into energy your body can use between meals or when exercising.
Awesome!
He chops up trash with swords for a living? I finally know what I want to do when I grow up.
This is how things usually work.
Hey! His swords became spoons.
Which do not seem to work as well.
This is Pompe disease. In Pompe disease, the enzyme GAA doesn't work properly.
So, I guess that means it can't break down glycogen?
Exactly. Which, as you can see, means that glycogen builds up in your cells.
Not only can I see that, but I can feel it squishing in my socks.
Note, the buildup of glycogen in the body can cause problems. The extra glycogen stored in the cells damages muscles the most.
I think it's time we got out of here. Initiating teleporter.
That was awesome.
Pompe disease can affect babies, children, and adults. There are two main types of Pompe disease, infantile onset and late onset.
The infantile form is seen in babies before their first birthday. It is the most severe form of the disease.
The other type, late-onset Pompe disease, is the one we have. It's a slower form.
That's right. It's seen in young children, teenagers, and also adults.
So, I've still got 3 big questions. Question 1. Why did we get Pompe disease in the first place?
Great question. One I asked myself too. Pompe disease is a genetic condition, which means the disease is caused by changes in your genes.
Genes are the instructions for making our bodies, and that includes making the machines inside our cells. Different genes determine different things about your body, like hair and eye color, and height and build.
You get one set of genes from your mom and one from your dad. That's why most people look a bit like their mom and a bit like their dad.
I mean, look at me. I clearly got the best parts of both.
Note, the GAA gene holds the instructions to make the GAA enzyme. Each human has 2 copies of the GAA gene.
My robot pal is right. In people with Pompe disease, both copies of the GAA gene have a change called a variant. This is why your cells can't make GAA enzymes that do their job properly.
Which is why we get spoons instead of swords. Got it.
The GAA enzymes may not work at all, or they may work more slowly than they should.
So they can be like me when I'm asked to clean my room.
Note, if you have Pompe disease, it means your mom and dad are likely carriers. Carriers have 1 normal gene and 1 variant.
This means the carriers have enough working GAA enzymes to keep glycogen from building up inside their cells, so they don't have the disease. Okay, so let's get into what Pompe disease actually does. Pompe disease causes your muscles, especially the ones in your legs, to be weaker than normal. This can make it hard for you to keep up with your friends. You may not be able to walk or run like other children.
Oh yeah, I've definitely experienced that.
You might fall down more often too. I've totally face-planted in the middle of the cafeteria before. Speaking of eating, Pompe disease can also make the muscles in your jaw get tired. This can make it hard to chew and swallow your food. There are days when smoothies and milkshakes are my best friends.
Also, the muscles around your lungs may not work well, so breathing might be difficult. You might also get lung infections.
Affirmative.
Okay, on to big question 2. How did the doctor know I had Pompe disease in the first place?
Well, to know for sure, the doctor has to do tests.
That's right. One thing the doctor will check is how strong your muscles are. Your doctor will also need to see how well your GAA enzymes are working. To do this, you'll have a blood test.
So that's why the doctor took my blood.
Note, you will also have more tests to look at your lungs and heart.
I also had a spirometry test. Spirometry can tell your doctor if you have trouble breathing. This is a sign that the muscles you need for breathing might be weaker than normal.
You may also have another test that looks at your genes.
Cool. Got it. Now on to big question number 3. What can I do about it?
Well, once the diagnosis has been made, disease management can begin.
Although there is no cure for Pompe disease, you've basically got your own team of doctors and nurses that will work with you and your family to make sure you get the care that you need. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Wait, what's wrong? Did we miss something?
Negative. All information was given.
I think I know what the problem is. Let me guess. You feel better knowing all about Pompe disease, but that doesn't make living with it any easier, huh?
Exactly. It's hard knowing that there might be things I can't do that my friends can. And I know that as I get older, that'll just continue to happen.
I totally get it. Living with Pompe disease is hard sometimes, and there are going to be times when we're going to need help. And even that can be frustrating. But we don't have to live with it alone. Never forget, you have family, friends, and a whole medical team there for you. There are also support groups where you can talk about how you are feeling. And remember, you can always text me if you need to talk to someone who knows what you are going through.
And remember, you're in charge, not your disease. There are things you can do to help make living with Pompe disease easier, like doing activities that build strength and coordination. Eating healthily can also help.
Note, It's always important to discuss all these things with your doctor.
And if you ever get overwhelmed by your feelings, there are psychologists and counselors that can help you and your family.
Cool. That's good to know.
And because you two are now experts on Pompe disease, I'm making you both honorary Medikidz, which is why I'm giving you each a Medicron. It's a computer with all the information you learned today so you can help others understand Pompe disease too.
Whoa! So cool! Thanks!
This is awesome! Thanks, Pomp.
Farewell, humans designated Jesse and Shaylee.
Go forth, educate, and stay awesome.
Will do.
I only know how to be awesome, so that should be easy.
The next day.
I know you've all been wondering what's going on with me. Well, I've got something called Pompe disease.
And it's a problem with my cells.
You know what, my robot buddy? We do good work.
Affirmative.